out to my fellow family? Who's going to reach out with me? I'm going to reach out to my neighbor. Who's going to reach out with me? Who's going to let Satan know he's a liar? Now that is the first step. We got kids saying it in the back. And that is where we need to start. Because if we can reach them when they're young, then hopefully some of that will stick with them when they get older. Because my family did raise me in church. I chose to go the other way when I got a little bit older. But thankfully that word and those seeds were already planted in me that he could reach me still. But I'm going to call Satan a liar today because he has no desire for me to fail. But my God said with him all things are possible. My Bible says for God so loved the world. It doesn't say for God so loved the church. It doesn't say for God so loved the Christian. It doesn't just say for God so loved the ones who are really doing good. It says so God so loved the world, which means he even loves the liars, he even loves the thieves, he even loves the addicts and the alcoholics, the prostitutes. He loves everybody equally. He did what he did on that cross for every single person sitting in this room, for every single person sitting down there at the Clay County Jail and sitting down there in the prisons. He did it equally. Paul spent enough of his life in prison, and he got out, and he preached the Word of God. And he went back to prison, and he preached the Word of God. It didn't matter where he was. He decided that he could be used no matter what. I'm choosing today that I can be used by God. Who's going to choose that with me? Amen. Who knows they can be used by God? Amen. But it really wasn't supposed to be I am. It's supposed to be me, okay? I'm just seeing if you're paying attention. I told you I would ask a few questions. But that's the whole point. But the reality is, John 10:10 says that the thief came to lie, and steal, kill, destroy. But God came so that you could have life. And so that you could have it more abundantly. He wants you to be happy. The reality, do not give up before the miracle happens. The miracle's already on its way. Satan's already told you you're going to fail. Satan's already told you you can't succeed. He's already told you you can't quit smoking. He's already told you you can't quit lusting. He's already told you you can't quit lying and cheating. So guess what that means? Praise God, you're on your way to success. You're on your way to happiness. I'm going to call Satan a liar. Who's going to call him with me? I'm going to choose God. Who's choosing him with me? I'm going to praise God today. Who's going to praise him with me? Let's give him some praise. Give him some glory. Satan is a liar. And he has no desire for you to succeed. But my Bible says that God wants to give you that life and give it to you more abundantly. He wants you happy. He wants you joyous. He wants love, peace, gentleness, all the fruits of the Spirit. And He has every desire for you to be happy. The Bible is not a list of just you can't do this because He wants you miserable. It's a I care about you list. And I'm trying to protect you list. My grandson sits right up here. Come here, Colin. This is one of my grandsons. Say hi. Hi. Stage fright. We gotta get him started young. I love this little guy. He's my little buddy. Sometimes, Mom and Dad, Grandma and Grandpa, we have to yell at him from time to time. I even have to give a little spot or something or another because we want to protect him. If he touches a hot stove, we know he's going to get burned. I have no desire for any of my kids, grandkids to get burned. And guess what? We've got a Creator out there who has no desire for any of the children to be burned. But we face death in a horrible fire. We face getting burned. And just like I love that little guy and want to protect him, God loves every single one of you. And He wants to protect you that same way. Every now and then, yeah, He's got to give us a little spot on the backside. He's got to give us a little chastisement. He's got to set a few rules. because He knows what's best for us. He knows what will save our life. He knows what will protect us from harm. And He wants to give us blessings. Now, there have been times that we've got blessings set up for the kids. And then there have been times that, let's face it, kids act a fool from time to time. I did it once. Yeah, my mom did that once. And sometimes they miss out on the blessing because we already had it lined up. We had the blessing lined up, and they were getting ready to go out and have fun, and then something happened, and they did something that now all of a sudden I can't give them a blessing because of it. And they never even knew that they missed it. Well, God's the same way. He's got blessings for you today. He's got blessings of peace, of happiness, financial blessings. He's got health blessings. But we've got to choose today that I'm going to serve God. That I'm going to do what He asks me to do, because we don't want to miss out on those blessings. What if you're one act away from getting that family member back? From reaching that family member and getting them saved? From getting that financial blessing? From getting that health blessing, and then we go and we do something that we ain't supposed to do, and now all of a sudden God's got to take away that blessing that He was going, I was getting ready to hand you that. You were getting ready to receive what you asked me for. And then you went off and you acted a fool. And now I can't give you that blessing. See, the great news is James 2:9 teaches me that favoritism is a sin. That means God doesn't show favoritism. That means any blessings that He'll give one person, He can give another person too. But James also teaches me that faith without works is dead. And I can believe in God all I want for those blessings. I can have faith that He's going to get me that job and never go out turning in an application, and that faith ain't going to get me nowhere. I can have faith that He's going to reach my family and I can never invite them to church, and that faith ain't necessarily going to get me nowhere. I want to go out and do the things that God asked me to do. The best defense is a good offense. How many of you know that? The best defense is a good offense. Sometimes if I want to protect the attacks of Satan, sometimes it's just best for me to go ahead and get physical. Sometimes it's just best for me to go ahead and beat him to the punch. It's best for me to go ahead and reach out to him. James 4:7. Submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee. Now, some of us will resist a little bit. You know what I mean? A temptation comes our way, and we'll resist a little bit. But we don't like to do the first part of the verse, where it says, submit yourself to God. Where I'm supposed to go to Him. I'm supposed to pray. I'm supposed to reach out to Him. Ask Him for help. Well, I'm going to ask my God for help. Are you ready to preach it? Say hi. Say bye. That boldness is coming. You got to start somewhere with baby steps. Sometimes you got to be brought up front. And then later on, boldness starts coming, and then God will give you a little spirit to move on your own. But let's face it, reality is you cannot be any better of a leader than you are a follower. So if I'm not going to follow God to begin with, and I'm not going to do the things He says to do, how am I supposed to be a leader? How am I supposed to reach out to my neighbors? How am I supposed to reach out to my family? How many people in this room have got family members that they're just hoping die and burn in hell? I don't see any hands being raised. How many people got family members that they want to go to heaven with them? Now, how many people know that sometimes it's going to take us to do something to get them there? And just by standing by and saying nothing to them, what if we're the only one that can reach them? Because I've got 100% faith that every single person sitting in this room, there is somebody that only you can reach. There is somebody that only will come to church if you invite them. You teenagers, there's people at your school that will only come to church if you invite them. They're not going to do it if I invite them. There's people in your neighborhood, or family members, or somebody from your old life that is only going to come to church if you invite them. And so I'm going to invite some people to church. Who's going to invite people with me? Who's going to reach out to their family? Who's going to reach out to their friends? Who's going to reach out to the youth? Who's going to reach out to mom and dad? We need to reach out to people. Because the reality is, I can't do it alone. Pastor can't do it alone. We need help. And the reality is, some of you already know, God ain't going to force you to do anything. But He's hoping that you're going to turn to Him. Now, we're talking about the best defense is a good offense. How do I go after Satan? How do I attack him? How do I let him know that I'm serious and I have every intention on showing God's love? You need to start going out and laying hands on people and praying for people. You need to start praying for your family. You need to start knocking on doors and inviting people to church. You need to do what it says to resist Satan. But if you don't get active, then you're just sitting back and you're waiting for Satan to attack you. Because the Bible says that he's walking around like a roaring lion seeking who he can devour. If he's seeking who he can jump on and pounce on, that means he can't just do it to anybody. He's looking for the right people. He's looking for the ones that are laying back and not doing anything. Because he knows you're the one that I can reach. You're the one that I can jump on. He knows that if he comes after some of us, we're ready for him. I'm ready to put up a fight. I will toe-to-toe with them because I already know I got Superman living inside of me. And he's overcome the world. How many of you know that you got Jesus living inside of you?
Amen.
How many of you know that he's already overcome the world? Right on. That means there is nothing today that you and Jesus can't handle together. I may not be able to do it on my own, but praise God, I'm not alone today. I've got a representative who will go before me, and he has every desire to make sure that I succeed. He is going to go to bat for me. He is going to be my ticket home. Matthew 16:18. As I say also unto you, that you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and that the gates of hell shall not prevail. The gates of hell are not going to prevail against this church. And you know, when I read that verse, and I was a little bit confused because I didn't understand why there were gates around hell, but there were no gates around the church. We don't need the protection from Satan the way that he thinks we do. When we have got the Almighty God going to bat for us, when we've got the suit of God on us, He'll protect us. Satan's the one running and locking himself behind those gates because he's scared. He's scared to death that we're going to attack him. He's scared to death that we are going to storm his gates and set people free. He's got as many people in there as he can trying to lock those gates, wanting to keep them captive. But we need to go storm the gates of hell, and we need to reach out to people and let them know that we're not going to lay down and just let our family members go willingly. We're going to fight for them. Who's going to fight with me? I said, who's going to fight with me? Who's going to storm the gates of hell with me? Who's going to attack Satan with me? Who's going to lay hands on people? Who's going to pray for people? Now, do you mean it? It's not just about repeating things. It's not about saying things. But it's about believing it and knowing that Christ is who He is. That He's sitting on the right hand right now. And I need you to realize that one day, everyone is going to face judgment. Everyone will face judgment. And you're not going to be held responsible for what so-and-so did. You're going to be held responsible for what you did. And I had that vision. I had the vision of my judgment day. And I